So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you about the 12 bar blues for bass guitar, and this is my level 2 version of blues for bass guitar. So this one sounds a little bit more interesting. It goes like this. It's almost a little bit James Bondy. Then changing to the D string, then back to the A string, and if I scroll down for the last line, we've got to switch it up a little bit. So E string, and D string, and A string, and E. And then from there, normally you'd repeat and go through it again. But that's just the gist of how it goes. So I'm going to zoom in now a little bit on this little bit here. There we go. So what we have is some notation. Don't be scared by the notation. You do not have to learn how to read notes to do this. If you can and you want to, that's awesome. That's another step up. But just reading the tab is absolutely fine to start with. So if you like, if you're a beginner, you can ignore this top stave and just focus on the bottom one here. The count down the bottom is just our counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. It's just an example of how the counting happens. What you're really going to focus in on though is the numbers in on here. So 0, 0, 7, 0, 6, 0, 5, 3. Okay. Remember 0 is our open string. And the string we're playing is the second one down, or the A string. Hence the A at the top here. So for this one, 2 zeros. Notice I don't need my left hand at all. 0, 0. And then we're going to jump all the way up to 7. Remembering that our dots occur initially on the odd numbers. So our little inlays on the fretboard. There's one there, that's fret 3. Fret 5, fret 7 is here, and then we got 9 and 12. That's always the same on every guitar, although some guitars don't have 3, some start at 5. But they're designed to help you find your way when you're a little bit further up the neck. So there is a dot on 7, so that helps us find 7. And I suggest you start this one with your ring finger on 7 there, so that finger there. Because the next ones we're going to need are 6 and 5. And it means I don't have to move my hand around every time. I can just use this finger, then this finger, then that finger. And then my thumbs there is like a anchor to keep my place. So here we have 0, 0, 7, 0, 6, 0, 5. And there's no 0 between the 5 and the 3. So we have to slide there. We have to move our hand. So I'll do that again for you. 0, 0, 7, 0, 6, 0, 5, 3. Okay, now, these symbols here are repeat signs. So what they mean is you do whatever came before it again, and again, and again. In fact, it doesn't change until you hit the next line. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So to play this first line, it's just that 4 times in a row. Like this. 0, 0, 7, 0, 5, 0. Oops. 0, 0, 7, 0. I played the right notes and said the wrong thing. 5, 3, 0, 0, 7, 0, 6, 0, 5. One more time. Before we have to switch, so I got to the end of that line there, and we have to switch onto D. So now we're on the D string. So you'll notice when you compare those two, that's on the second lowest string, which is the second one down from the top. This is on the second highest sounding string, if you like, which is this string here. So the next one down. So when we get to the end of that line, we've got to switch to there. So we're on the A, do the last A bar, then we switch to D, and I'm switching my plucking finger as well as the fingers I'm putting on the fretboard. They both need to move down together. So I'm on A, and then I'm on D, like that. Okay, so I'll go from the start of the second line here, on the D, 3, and... It's otherwise exactly the same riff. Now we need to switch back to A, so both hands go up one string, we do A twice. Now we're going to get to the last bar, and we've got to switcheroo quite a lot. Now this E is on the lowest sounding string, which is the fattest string, which is right up on top here. And then we're going to switch quickly to the D, which is 2 down, so D, E, A, and then D is here. Then switch to A, and back to E. So that is your 12-bar blues for bass guitar, level 2. Good luck.